Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Some nights look calm, silent, and beautiful. But deep inside, they hide something dark, something waiting quietly for the right moment. Today's story will take you back to a time when life was simple, but fear was real and unforgettable. This is a story from the year 1989 from a small village named Buchipally, where there were no streetlights, no proper roads, and no fast vehicles. People depended on Bullock carts, and once the sun set, the entire village would fall into complete silence. In that village lived two close friends, Rangaya and Somaya. They worked together, laughed together, and trusted each other like family. One day, after harvesting their crops, they loaded everything onto their bullock cart and set off to a nearby village to sell it. After a long and tiring day, they finally sold their crops, earned good money, and decided to relax a little before heading back. They ate hot food, drank a little, packed snacks for their children, and started their return journey under a bright full moon, thinking it would be just another normal night. As they moved forward, the road felt peaceful and calm. The cool breeze touched their faces, the moonlight spread across the empty road, and the sound of the cart moving slowly created a strange comfort. They were laughing, talking about village matters, and enjoying the journey without any worry. But slowly, the surroundings began to change. After some distance, they entered a dense forest area. The moment they stepped inside, the bright moonlight disappeared as the thick trees covered the sky completely. The road turned dark, and strange sounds began to echo around them. Leaves rustled even when there was no wind, distant animal cries filled the silence, and the air suddenly felt heavy. Even though they tried to act normal, both of them could feel something was not right. Still, they moved forward, hoping to cross the forest quickly and reach home safely. After some time, they finally came out of the forest and reached an empty road. There were no houses nearby, no lights, and no people, just silence stretching endlessly in every direction. It was late at night, and they wanted to reach home as soon as possible. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a small black lamb appeared in front of their cart. It stood in the middle of the road, not moving, just staring at them. After a moment, it started crying loudly, as if asking for help. Rangaya and Somaya looked at each other and thought it must be a lost animal. Without thinking too much, they decided to take it along with them. They believed they could return it if someone came searching, or else keep it for themselves. They got down, lifted the lamb, and tied it carefully at the back of the cart. But the moment they placed it there, something strange happened. The lamb suddenly stopped crying. Complete silence filled the air. As they started moving again, they immediately felt something was wrong. The cart became unusually heavy, as if they were carrying something much bigger than before. The bullocks, which were walking comfortably till now, started struggling to move. The air turned cold, and a strange uneasiness spread around them. Somaya slowly turned back to check the lamb, and in that moment, his entire body froze. The lamb was gone. In its place sat a terrifying figure, a woman with long messy hair covering her face, pale skin, and a wide, unnatural smile. Her eyes were fixed directly on him, unblinking and lifeless, yet full of something dark. Somaya screamed in fear and grabbed Rangaya tightly. But when Rangaya turned back, he saw nothing unusual, just the same normal lamb sitting quietly. Confused and shaken, they tried to convince themselves that it was just fear or imagination. But the night had just begun to show its true face. As they moved further, the cart suddenly stopped again. This time, both of them heard a low, disturbing laugh coming from behind. Slowly, with fear building inside them, they turned back together. And what they saw made their hearts stop. The lamb was no longer just a lamb. It kept changing its form. One moment it looked like an animal. The next moment it turned into that horrifying figure. Its voice echoed in the silent night, cold and terrifying, saying, "You picked me. Now take me with you. Take me into your village." The bullocks refused to move, The cart felt impossible to pull, and the creature started stretching its long hands toward them. Its laughter grew louder, filling the entire road, making it impossible to think or move. Both Rangaya and Somaya were trembling, completely helpless, not knowing what to do. At that very moment, Rangaya suddenly remembered something his grandfather had once told him, that no evil spirit can enter a village if it is protected by its deity. Without wasting a second, he grabbed a sharp tool from the cart, cut the rope tied around the creature, and pushed it down with all his strength. The moment it hit the ground, it changed forms again, first into a lamb, then back into the ghost, and started chasing them. Somaya quickly whipped the bullocks, and the cart rushed forward at full speed. Behind them, the creature followed, sometimes running, sometimes appearing closer without even moving. Its laughter echoed in the night, its voice called out to them, and its shadow chased them relentlessly. But they did not stop. They kept moving forward with all their strength, hoping to reach the village boundary. Finally, after what felt like an endless chase, they reached the edge of their village where a small temple stood. The moment they crossed that boundary, everything suddenly went silent. The creature stopped at a distance. It let out one final, terrifying scream, filled with anger and frustration, and then disappeared into the darkness as if it had never existed. Rangaya and Somaya collapsed in fear and relief, their bodies shaking, their minds unable to understand what had just happened. They had survived, but the memory of that night stayed with them forever. From that day onward, they never traveled at night again. They never trusted anything they saw on empty roads, no matter how harmless it looked. Because sometimes what seems small and innocent is something far more dangerous. And some things in this world are not meant to be touched, not meant to be taken along, especially on a lonely road under a silent night. So, friends, what do you think? Was it just fear, or something truly supernatural waiting in the darkness? If you enjoyed this horror story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more scary stories, ghost encounters, and real life mysteries.